Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so I was out traveling yesterday, was able to avoid a lot of the really bad delays and things like that to get back from a family issue that I was dealing with out west. So sorry I missed yesterday, but for those of you in the chat room, I was posting all day yesterday, and the thing that we were looking at was this. Our proprietary crazy town level was up in the 2803 and change area. That got breached yesterday. It's not an area that has to fail right on the line. It's an area where if it's engaged, you have to start to look at the potential to create lower highs, and if significant areas give, for example, the round number 2800, which also coincided with the loss of VWAP, our proprietary moving average, the opening print of the day, which was right around 2,875. If that round number gave way, that you had to look at it, as long as it stayed converted, there was a lot of potential there to sell some rallies. And you saw that. You saw it at 2,800, 2,798, 96, 94, 90. You could see lower highs and lower lows building throughout the course of the day. The biggest call that we had, right before I finally got on my plane, was we had an 86 area, 86 print, the 86 75 print opened up for us the new weekly pivot, which was down at 2771.92. You can see on the hourly chart, here's your new all-time high. You can see it start to break, and you can see the lower highs and lower lows building. As you get into the 2 o'clock hour, you lost this area, and it was significant for a couple of reasons. And then you saw a very quick move down in the 2 o'clock hour to weekly pivot. So, in a matter of a day, you took about 38 handles off of the market from a new, very powerful all-time high. So traveling or no traveling, it was a nice day to be in the mini. The biggest takeaway, though, for me is this. It held weekly pivot again. And that has to be your baseline operating principle as you head into today. So until the bears really demonstrate that they can do a pronounced lower high and break that weekly pivot, we're in no different position than we were in back here or back here when they engaged the weekly pivot and had an inability to convert. The last time we engaged the weekly pivot was right here, January 2nd. They couldn't take it out, and how did that go? Not well. So you have to be hyper vigilant today about whether or not the bears can use this day to create some follow through, convert the weekly pivot, and be relevant and create a two-sided tape. Yesterday was a nice start, but we were very, very overbought. I don't say overbought very often, but when you're hitting my proprietary crazy town level and you've already got to go through the stretch level and the overbought level, and then a couple more miles up to get there, and we hit this very rarely, I'm going to tell you, yesterday, we were overdone. Now, was I trying to pick this top? No. Was I calling shorts up here at 2808? No. You know why? Because top picking is stupid. And that's how you lose money. How you make money on the short side is you let the thing blow off. You wait for it to break areas that matter, like around 2,800. You give them the 8 handles. They can have it. They can have it. Because if it's real, it's going to move down significantly. And it did. 30 handles from 2,800. But our goal in the room is to make 4 handles a day on average throughout the course of all the trading days. There were more than 4 handles baked in to that 30 handle move, and certainly enough from the 86s down to the weekly pivot. The point I'm trying to make to you, whether you're a subscriber or not a subscriber, is you can make money in the market without trying to pick a top. You don't have to be early. You don't have to guess the top. You don't have to try 17 short trades, 16 of which are wrong, minus whatever on each, and then, just to be able to say that you were short like 28.0775. When you can sit all that out and be long like we've been. I wasn't long yesterday morning. That was that was basically a function of me going to the airport, but I wasn't, basically we were saying get long against 2800. It kind of ran away. Some people did, some people didn't. But the key for me was 2800 going to hold up over the course of the day? It didn't. Now, the key takeaway for me is this some kind of a bear flag that's going to break down or not? If I get a higher low versus weekly pivot, we're going to be back into buying dips. And we're going to challenge this area. And we're going to breach it to the upside. This is a big day for the bears. Big day. And it's a big day for the bulls too. Today is going to tell us a lot about this tape. And it all has to do with weekly pivot. Because they blew it down here yesterday. They printed 69.75 and we closed 83. That's a rejection. So the bears have to prove that it wasn't a rejection off a weekly pivot yesterday. So far, they have not been very good at doing that over the course of the past year or so. So we'll see. All right. Sorry I ran a little long today, but I was kind of jamming 2 days worth of stuff in there. Everybody have a fantastic day. There will be a wrap-up today, Twitter, Instagram. I will talk to everybody then. Until then, trade them well. Be careful out there in the snow. Take care. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.